Hello, it's good to see you guys again. This is Rodney Owens, for those of you who do not know, and I had the privilege and the honor of delivering the Easter message at Covenant Community Church in Vacaville, and so I just wanted to kind of just do a recap and kind of give you guys some questions to kind of ponder as you reflect on the message of Easter. And so if you haven't seen the message yet, go ahead and just take a look online and just review it and just kind of see what I said and what I preached, and then you can dive in. And so this whole thing about the resurrection and the why of the resurrection and Jesus appearing to different people. One of the group of people he approached were considered outcasts, social outcasts. And so the first question kind of has to deal with that. Like, have you ever felt like a social outcast? Or were someone you know struggling with doubt, or one time in your life were you struggling with doubt, or maybe something's holding you back, something in your past is holding you back. And again, these are just going through the three types of people that Jesus met. You know, he met with a lot of people, but three things I pointed out as to who he's reaching when he was resurrected. And so, do you feel like any of those people that I mentioned in the sermon, either a social outcast, someone struggling with doubts, or somebody who feels that maybe the past is holding you back? So discuss that. Discuss how the resurrection has impacted you and in your life, especially if you feel like any of the people that I mentioned. And besides that, you know, I talked about how the resurrection was a game changer, right? The resurrection was a game changer. Jesus changed the game when he came back from the grave. And we now have access to God with no restraints. And so do you feel you've taken that for granted in your life? Like, do you feel like in your life that maybe you have taken the fact that God is accessible and that we have eternal lives with God right now? How's your outlook on life and your future based on that fact that you're a Christian and that you have eternal life and that your eternal life has already begun now? And then I kind of go into the third question, which is, do you agree or disagree with this statement that I'm about to say here? God is in pursuit of you. And do you think that's true for everybody, even non-believers? So do you think that maybe that God it only pursues Christians or certain people? So kind of discuss that. Think about that. Think about that statement that God is in pursuit of you. What does it mean to you? Do you think that he does it and it's true for non-believers? Why or why not? And then lastly, this whole thing about Peter. You know, Jesus goes to Peter and he says to Peter, feed my sheep, right? Feed my sheep. And Jesus also gave the Great Commission to his disciples. That's something I didn't really go over, but we know about the Great Commission in Matthew 28. And so what do you think Jesus calls us as Christians to do with our lives? And how is that playing out in your life? How is that plan playing out in your life in light of the resurrection that we just celebrated on Easter? So I hope you guys find these questions well, and I hope you guys have great discussions about them as you reflect on Resurrection Sunday. Don't take it for granted. Jesus, he rose from the dead. He has risen, and he has risen indeed.